Hey everybody. So chances are if you're watching this video you have a computer running Windows 10 and you're looking to get a little extra service life out of that computer by force installing Windows 11 on that system. Chances are you've looked in your system properties or you've actually looked in Windows Update and you probably got the dread message stating that this computer does not meet the minimum system requirements for Windows 11. Or if you tried to install Windows 11 you got the dread message saying your computer does not meet the requirements either because the CPU is not new enough or your system does not meet one of the other requirements. Now, truth is, a lot of computers out there that are basically being written off as incompatible with Windows 11 can run Windows 11 quite well. Now, of course, with Windows 11 24H2, the hard requirements to run Windows 11 did increase somewhat, but you might be pleased to know that there's still a lot of computers out there that can run Windows 11 just fine, despite not meeting what I call the Microsoft Elite Class minimum system requirements for Windows 11. And I call them the Elite Class system requirements because Microsoft, it seems that either they or the computer OEMs did some dirty backroom deal to try to boost PC sales. Now, of course, Microsoft and others claim that it was for security measures to force computers to have TPM 2.0 and to have at least an 8th gen Intel Core series CPU or equivalent AMD CPU for the newer, more secure designs of the processor and more secure instructions of the processor and things like that. But if that were the case, the operating system during its testing phase, and I'm serious, during its testing phase, would not be able to run on systems not meeting those requirements, and the OS will not be able to boot on computers. The RTM version of Windows 11 will not be able to run on computers not meeting those system requirements. But truth be told, you can run Windows 11 on stuff much older. I have lots of videos on my channel demonstrating just that. But let's say you're looking to install Windows 11 on your computer that does not meet the requirements. Do you have anything to worry about? In my opinion, no, you don't. If your computer shipped with Windows 10 or even Windows 8, chances are very likely that you can bypass the Elite Class system requirements, and that again, that's my nickname for those system requirements, and run Windows 11 on that hardware, and in many cases run it very well. Now, of course, the computer might need some upgrades done to it. Now, of course, I would suggest installing a solid-state drive and at least 8 GB of memory in that system. But as long as you have those two things and you have at least, let's say, a Core i3 CPU, you should be okay. Windows 11 24H2 will run on pretty much any Intel i3, i5, or i7 generation CPU, and that also includes the Pentium and Celeron equivalents from the era. Basically, any computer manufactured in 2010 onward should be able to run Windows 11 24H2. So, you'd only need to do some minor upgrades to your system, as mentioned, the solid-state drive if you don't already have one, and a memory upgrade might be something you might want to look into. But otherwise, you don't have much to worry about. I've been running Windows 11 on computers that don't meet the requirements ever since the OS came out. Matter of fact, the only computer mine actually meets the requirements is my work computer, which is the Portacube system. All my systems here at home, no, they don't meet the Elite Class system requirements. Matter of fact, one of my computers over here is the QQ Plexi. It has an AMD Phenom 2 6-core CPU in it, which that means it's capped at running Windows 11 23H2 because 24H2 did increase the system requirements to requiring a CPU that supports POP-CNT and SSC 4.2 instructions, which the Phenom 2 X6 does not have. It does not have both of those. So you would need a system that has at least an AMD Bulldozer or equivalent processor, or on the Intel side of things, an Intel i3, i5, or i7 CPU, or Celeron or Pentium equivalent. Okay, so let's say you're concerned about your computer not receiving updates or security patches because Microsoft has claimed that computers that don't meet the requirements may not receive those things. from my findings, from my experience running the OS on unsupported hardware, the only thing that you won't receive automatically are feature updates, feature builds. So, for example, if you install Windows 11 22H2 on a system that don't meet the requirements, you would have to manually force install 23H2 using the feature update the enablement package. Or if you have a system with 23H2 and you want to install 24H2, you have to manually force install the update, which is more or less about the same as doing a clean installation or upgrade installation if you upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11. It's basically the same process as that, but other than that, from my findings, computers running Windows 11 that don't meet the requirements will receive general updates, including security patches, bug fixes, drivers even. Matter of fact, I've had a computer receive a BIOS update despite not meeting the system requirements. So, yes, chances are your computer that you have there, if it came with Windows 10 or Windows 8 even, should be able to run Windows 11 24H2 just fine. And of course, the reason why I'm making this video is, of course, many of us know that Windows 10 will end support later this year in October. So, there are some out there who have kept running Windows 10 simply because they can upgrade to Windows 11. But some are running Windows 10 because they like Windows 10. And don't get me wrong, Windows 10 is a decent operating system, and in some cases it's better than Windows 11. And I do have a comparison of these two operating systems side by side. Now, it's not the clearest video, but I do go over all the different features. Like, I do compare a lot of different things about the two operating systems if you want to check that out. So let's say you're ready to force install Windows 11 on your Windows 10 system. There are several ways you can do it. One of the easiest ways is to download the Windows 11 installation image and mount it to your system. You can just download the image and then right click on the image file and choose mount, and that would mount the image as a said DVD drive. And you could then run through installation, but there's a trick that you have to do, and of course I cover this in a different video, and that's how you can use a command line to bypass the requirements and force install the operating system. And this still works with 24H2 even. Now, the more popular method, if you're, let's say if you're a computer technician like myself and you're working on multiple PCs, it'd be a good idea to invest in, of course, installation media, like let's say a flash drive. And personally, I like to use Rufus to set that up, because what that allows me to do is not only bypass the system requirements, but it can also allow me to bypass the internet connectivity requirement for clean installations. It can also bypass the requirement for Microsoft account, among other things. And I have a video on how to do that. So, anyways, if you're concerned about your computer that's running Windows 10 losing support, and you want to go with Windows 11, chances are, yes, you can go with Windows 11. Again, you might need to do some hardware upgrades. You might want to put in a solid state drive if there's not already one there. I definitely suggest you do that. And maybe a memory upgrade, little things like that. And again, the only major thing you would have to do manually with Windows 11 on unsupported hardware is manually installing feature builds. So I think I've covered pretty much everything in this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.